Without hesitations nor deviations to the matter, be sure to climb that ladder of the like button. Share it is caring. Subscribe to the nation.
Read it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same.
And now it's here. Or should I say, it's here, baby. The name is Law Nation. Without hesitations nor deviation to this matter, let's get it. Come on. Cowboys are maxed out. Free agency dreams. Plus more and more. More and more. The draft time for your mind is right around the corner, baby. As the room fill up, be sure to hit that like button. Sharing is caring, by the way. 5, 4, 3. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. No San Fran audio at all, baby. Shout out to Matt Eberflus. Man, may he do the same job he did here, there, in 49ers land.
Oh my God.
5,
Oh my goodness.
4.
I cannot believe it.
That boy said, I cannot believe it. Come on, baby. Yup. And as the room fill up, continue to grind to shine with me, your brother from another mother. Come on, I know we get 100 folks in here at least. I know it's the off season. I know it's the off season. Come on with it. Too broke to pay attention. Come on with it.
Oh, look at my African American over here.
Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. To the windows, to the walls. Come on, where the energy at, man? I know it's Friday. Come on, I know it's Friday, baby. Come on, man. I know y'all can stand tall better than this. Come on. Yeah. Come on, baby. It's Friday. Dak Prescott, it's your fault, Dak.
Jesus, this is your humble servant, Lord.
Yeah.
There's clearly been a miscommunication, Jesus.
It's been clearly one of those
just
things.
saying this burden is a little bit too heavy for your servant, Lord. I'm just saying, Jesus, my cup runneth over, Lord, is what I'm saying. There you go. Thing is, I ain't even thirsty.
I ain't even thirsty no more, man. What's up, man? What's up with y'all, man? I know everything is down right now. Where Rex? Where you at, Rex? You know? Oh my God. Rex! I can't take this no more, Rex. I'm getting too old for this. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you guys. Shout out to you, Jeff. I see you in the chat. Shout out to you, Sadiq. You were just over there on the gram with me. I love it, you know. All right. With that being said, today is Twin Maker or Empire, depending on which platform you follow my brother on. You know, it's his birthday today, so the Pisces era is in effect. Shout out to anybody who's born on March the 6th. The off season. The uncertainty of this team. The hopes, the dreams. The things that we have to say to ourselves, can we improve on? We ranked 29th, 28th, give or take, last season in defense collectively. There's been some categories that we were ranked 32nd, 31st. And if you insert an arena team, hell, we probably would have ranked 33. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you, James Brown Jr. Appreciate you. I've seen the chat. Here's what I want to say, Cowboys Nation. We have every splitting ideal of an opportunity to be better than what we were on defense. First and foremost, philosophy is here. No stubbornness. There's going to be multiple fronts. We talked about this. DBs should play better. They will be held accountable. Players are right now marching around wondering whether or not they're going to be on his team or not, right? Sometimes that's going to either break you or build you. When you build things up brick by brick from the ground up, when you go up against challenges and the world will chew you up and spit you out, either you're going to stand tall or you're going to fold. I've been saying that we are not folding like wallets and lawn chairs. All of you guys that's here, it's been 30 years, 30 seasons, and we still here. We ain't going nowhere, baby. We still DC for life. And these players got to get a backbone themselves to be in the same wheelhouse of this, right? There will be some growing pains. There will be some things that will be said upon us. But we build for it, right? It could be 60 years, 60 seasons, right? And we still here. We ain't folding up like wallets. We ain't turning our Cowboys card in. Our blood will forever bleed silver and blue. And it's right, ladies and gentlemen. That what Franklin saying. I built this brick by brick. I'll be damned if I'm going to let you take it. Yeah. Shout out to you, Seabass. All right. So with that being said, and Joe Milton didn't play for the Texans, though. By the way, you know, I feel you, though. He says breaking news. Shout out to you, James Brown. But neither here nor there. There's been rumblings of news of this guy that plays for what they should be playing for the Cowboys that's no longer in the wheelhouse because they are looking for too much. I like MAXX Crosby. I think Crosby will fit well in this system. Whether it's the 3-4, 4-3, multiple fronts, however we're going to do this, look at the skill set. Never, I said this earlier on IG, never look into these players and say, they only a 4-3 guy or they only a 3-4 guy. When the coach himself said that we're going to be playing multiple fronts, we're not finna paint ourselves into a corner and say we've only finna be a 3-4 defense. No, that's the olden ways, right? We're not finna paint ourselves in a corner and say we're only finna be a 4-3 team. We are finally entering into the age or era of being a different team, especially on defense. Last time we was in the 3-4 type of defense, how many moons ago that been, Cowboys Nation? Appreciate everybody for jumping in over here. Yeah. The Raiders are dragging it out loud. This is from C. Bass. I agree. There's no Here's the thing. Everything is about Cowboys and how you can leverage the two. If you mention the Cowboys' interests, that creates more value for your player. If the Cowboys like or say that they are interested, it strengthens the value because the 3-ladder, the 4-ladder network. Joe Mixon, correction, okay, DC for life, girl. Appreciate you. Joe Mixon has been released. Boy, I see skies of gray, clouds of white. He ain't coming here, y'all. Shout out to Joe Mixon, though. If Joe Mixon come to the Cowboys, they're going to suspend him for 6 or 7 games based off of what he did in high school and college, you know. Shoot. They're going to say, hey, he's a domestic violence guy. So that ain't going to work. He's not coming here, y'all. And he's been a shell of himself, too, by the way. But those are guys Cowboys kind of look at as projects. But we got Javonte Williams, so we're not worried about Joe Milton. Shout out to Joe Milton and them. The Raiders are dragging it out because, first and foremost, let me just call out their bull right now. And they greedy too. They got $86 million. They got $86 million. They can literally have a team of, if they really wanted to, they got no damn quarterback that they got to pay. They finna draft one. If the Raiders really want to, with all of that money, they can sign Trey Hendrickson just like that. They can have a team of MAXX, Crosby, Trey Hendrickson, and they can go get Devin Lloyd. They can go get a world of a team with all of the weaponry that they have. And on top of that, it should be the inverse. The Raiders need to be on the phone calling us saying, hey, man, we will give you a first and a second for George Pickens. They should be calling us. We shouldn't even be calling them. They should be calling. The Raiders should be calling us. The Raiders should be on the phone saying, I know y'all just got them, but how much would y'all trade Quentin Williams to us for? You know, that's who. That's who it should be. Slow feeding. That's what it is. No matter what's going to happen between the Raiders and the Jets, you can throw in the Titans. Them three organizations there, and the Browns, wherever they at, they forever ever picking in the top 5 and the top 10s. You know, have you ever noticed that teams that consistently pick in the top 5 and the 10? There ought to be a rule. If you fool around and get into the top 10 in the draft within the confines of the every 2-3 years, then your picks get voided. You know, you need to give them picks away. You know, they need to come up with a different ruling on this draft because some of these draft picks ain't really working for these teams. You know, like the Browns, like the Raiders, like the Jets. The problem is with us as Cowboys, we win too many games when we having bad seasons, right? Like last season, we won too many games that we didn't supposed to win. That put us at 12. We just win too much. But neither here nor there. We do drag our feet on a lot of things. I don't want this maxed out Crosby conversation deter us from going ahead and taking care of business. What are the businesses, Law? Take care of your own house first. Stop trying to sweep off the neighbor's porch and worrying about what time they checking the mail and all of that. We got 2 guys that we need to sign. And I think that we can go into this draft or free agency after week 1 of the free agency. I don't look forward to us doing anything on a Monday or Tuesday. Maybe Wednesday or Thursday. Maybe we can start dancing around then. But we need to take care of business, and that is Brandon Aubrey. Sign him to a 5 or 6 year deal. If he want to be the highest paid kicker, put some votable years on it, stretch it out, and say, damn it, we don't want to do this, but we going to do this because we like you. And sign that man to a deal and be done with it because he's already at the podium wherever he was at, talking about, hey, they tender me. I think that I shouldn't be tendered. I think that I should be a first round tendered and all of that when I'm the greatest kicker in the world, right? Or I'm the best kicker in the world. That's what he said. He don't know. He put more and more pressure, more and more things on his own self, right? Which could be very damaging. Stop talking, kickers. Kickers damn near can be held to a quarterback degree. Right? Because when it get down to the final seconds of a game, people say that kicker won the game for him because he made the kick. He could be playing a 3-hour game. Typically, a game is 3 hours. Back and forth, and the kicker can set up at the last 4-5 seconds, and people will remember that, right? They don't remember all of the work in between, but they remember that damn kicker who made the kick. But we got everlasting memory when that kicker missed. So, and by him broadcasting the things that he said, now thou shall decree a thing and it shall be established. I get all of that. But one of the things that I want to say, if we paying him anywhere north of $7.5 million, he better not miss. Now we're going to be looking at him differently. Now, if he getting paid $700,000, we'd be like, okay, all right, cool. But now it's 7.5, but when I look at this, I'm sitting here like, hey, you better hit that kick. No extra points. You better not miss not a single one of them. I'm going to turn it to my granddaddy. Now one of them. You better not miss now one of them. Everyone has a reason. But results are what matter. They're going to be looking at Brandon Aubrey because you're going to talk stuff. You're going to run your mouth. You better set it off with that foot and that ball going in between the poles. Good. Because they're going to be like, hey, he missed 2 kicks. They're going to be like, cut him, you know. One job. You better not be wide right, wide left. You better be in the splits. Yeah. Hey, Seabass says for 7.5, you better hit 7 point. You better hit a 75-yarder, you know. But neither here nor there. I'm just saying that he's putting a lot of pressure on himself. Now, over to the other side of things. Look. Y'all see? Hold on. He better be telling me some good news. Y'all can't even see his name. Y'all can't even see his name. Claire's here. Claire trying to call me right now. Shout out to this. I'm going to hit him back after I get off of this live. GP conversation. The $28 million that he will receive for the franchise tag. What's more important, ladies and gentlemen, right now? Finding a running mate on this defensive side like a MAXX Crosby, or getting his GP deal done? Which one is majorly right now? Order of operation. Because I truly believe that the Cowboys can only work on one thing at a time, and it's not me beating the boys up. It's just the realities of it. Now, they better not be in the Bahamas this Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. They better be somewhere at the Star. They better have a staycation somewhere around here on the opening day of free agency, because you just never know. This is from my guy DP. $10 million. That joker better make all of the field goals. In the stadium, outside of the stadium, hen house, outhouse, dog house. You know, that's my favorite movie, man. Fugitive. When they was looking for that guy, and he says, I forgot his name, but the guy was like, I didn't kill my wife. Richard Kimball. I remember his name on the movie, though. And the old boy was like, we don't care. We just want to get you, you know. So at this point, Big Army states focus on Mad MAXX. I said this earlier on Instagram. Shout out to my gram watchers on all type of grams of levels there. All right, hear me out. How far apart let me turn my background music up even more. How far apart is MAXX Crosby and Trey Hendrickson? How far apart? Now I know their age is different. How far apart? My bad, C-Bass. I didn't mean to. I'm not trying to beat you up. I ain't beating you up. But how far apart is Trey Hendrickson and MAXX Crosby? That's the answer to this test. How far apart are they? All right. And look, let's just look at it from that aspect. How far apart are they? Trey is 31. I know that's a long tooth. That tooth longer than Shaq feet, Wemby's back, and Jay Leno's chin. That's a long tooth, right? My guy Jay Business said a grain apart, man. A grain of salt apart. And hear me out. Put that butter knife down. Hey, put that butter knife down. Go make me a sandwich, though. Put that butter knife down. Don't shank me with that butter knife. Because all I need is 2 years. 1 to 2 years. I'm greedy. I need a good season out of one of them. MAXX, you can get them. They want 2 first-round draft picks, possibly a player. The sun and the moon, basically. Trigger Trey, I'm going to give him his name. Trigger Trey. He going to be our new Trigger Trey. Trey Hendrickson is $30 million, give or take. You can sign him to a 2-year deal and spread some stuff out, and you be done. Now, if you get into a bidding war with him, you ain't going to win. You're not going to win if the Chargers, the Titans, the Raiders, the Jets, the Commanders, the Seattle Seahawks, the Bengals to a degree. But I'm going to tell y'all, I don't think that Trey Hendrickson and as well as MAXX Crosby is 2 first-round draft picks apart from each other. I could be 1,000,000% wrong, but I started to look at Trey and them tape, and I'm sitting there like, hey, his tape ain't that bad compared to, hey, they ain't that far. They ain't splitting hairs now, you know? Yeah, well, they are splitting hairs, like splitting hairs, basically. I want to win. I want to win just like y'all want to win. I do. But I just want to be able to say to you all, you give me Trigger Trey here with the silver and blue and the star on the side of his helmet. I don't know if he can still wear 9-1. I don't know if somebody got that number, but you can give him a 9-1. And we can get the boogieing. I can keep my 2 first-round draft picks and the possible player. I can hope that Donovan Ezaraku and all of his ligaments and legs and all of that stuff can get well and he can come back. I know they're going to move him to an outside linebacker. And then after the draft, I can pick up the phone and call Jadeveon Clowney, and I can mix this 2 up together and still possibly with the 12th pick get a Caleb Downs, because he's going to slide. Ain't no way in the world a team is going to take that risk now. I know it's hoping. But I'm internalizing my mindset and my brain power to figure out how I can move and get multitudes of weapons. And still have draft picks. Now with MAXX, he may have a little bit more jazz, but he's going to cost you. But then again, when healthy, how far apart are they? Because when I did the Trey Hendrickson's research, and I was saying like, okay, when he was able to play and get things moving and grooving, I'm sitting here looking at a guy who had better productivity in the last 3 years. Matter of fact, in the last 6 seasons, 7 seasons, this brother had a better productivity than Micah. To a degree, Max Crosby, Daniela Hunter. Them three guys. The only person that his productivity is not great better than is Miles, not Monroe, but Garrett. Let me just yell out these numbers right quick. Close your eyes too, by the way. Since the pandemic, $14 sacks in pandemic world. 2021, 14 sacks. They went to the Super Bowl that year. 8 sacks in 2022. He got banged up a little bit that year, but he had 8 of them. 18 sacks in 2023. 18 sacks in 2024. And then they had an abysmal year last year. He only played 7 games with 4 sacks. Now, if I contextualize all of this, if you can get that kid back to health, and I know he's 31. Man, he can at least probably give you 8, 10 sacks, man. I know people right now run the block, man. Right now. You know what I'm saying? I know some people right now.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Would love that. They would love to have this version of a trigger Trey over here. You know what I'm saying? Come on, play it again. Come on, man. Yeah. Make it bigger. Told you I'm a grower. He grew on y'all, didn't he? He's growing on y'all, ain't he? Right? Jay Business says big facts. Now, the only knock on him, he's 31. That's a long tooth. Finna be 32. And it hit me. I said, man, Michael Strahan was still getting numbers, man, when he was up in that age. And he kind of remind me of a Michael Strahan. Tall, burly, edge, not a lot of bend to his game. But, man, pad levels are nice. Keep his shoulders squared. And he wins off of strength, technique. He just gets around there, man. I haven't, of course, he got banged up a little bit. I don't blame him now after looking at everything, saying that, hey, this kid, he is worthy of $30 million. Nah, Clowner ain't like that, though. But I would tell you, a good running mate, Clowney, Trey, that would be good. I'm not beating up MAXX, but I'm just saying, how far apart are the two? How far apart are they when we really look at it? Now, Max Crosby, not Bill, but Max, and then Bill don't have an R in his, it's Cosby and not Crosby, for corrections. But to keep the junk the junks of the jokes allowed. He had 7 sacks, 8 sacks, 13, 15, 8, and 10. They're similar, right? He had an INT the other year, last season, by the way. I think he picked it all the way off for a 6, if I'm not mistaken. Real says Max is way better. Let me see. Let me look at it. Let's look at the forced fumbles. 3, 2, and 2. Hendricks every year outside of last season had multitudes of forced fumbles since 2021. 3 in 2021, 3 in 2022, 3 in 2023, 2 in 2024, and 1. I don't know, man. When we saying the word way better, I mean, we splitting hairs. I don't think, and I could be 1,000,000% wrong. When you use the word way better, is it two first round draft picks way better? Is what I'm getting at. That's all I'm getting at. Is what you seeing 2 first round draft picks better? And I'm gonna put the cherry on the top of it, because the cherry is he 2 first round draft picks better? Plus, you got to pay him more. hey, is it 2 first round draft picks plus paying him more? Is the other corns of it, by the way? So that's how you got to look at it. So you mean to tell me I gotta give up 2 first round draft picks plus pay the brother more? Now I know it's taxing with aging and all of this stuff. I'm to the point, and give me Bradley Chubb, man. Give me Chubb and them. I know it's going to be even cheaper. Yeah. But at the end of the day, yes, I'm arguing the fact that I'm not saying I'm team keep the draft picks. But we only got two first round draft picks. We got no day 2 picks. Can you imagine, let's say, for example, we go with the theory of let's give the Raiders the 12th and the 20th. They said we won't be picking a player to day 3. Jeez. Hey, we won't be picking a player to day 3. And we just spoiled all of the things that we tried to get. And then now we rolling into this team on a situation where we have a MAXX Crosby, which is cool, and a bunch of day 3 guys. I don't know, man. Hey, I'm just saying, and I know that this could help this team out. But I'm going to replay this one more time for your mind, for those who need to hear this. And even though I don't like the way he talked about our name sake, but I got to bring this up one more time, because he had the best solution outside of trading away GP.
This is how I would
Gonna bring it up one more time, baby. Appreciate y'all.
turn the Dallas Cowgirls into legit Super Bowl contenders this offseason. The first thing I need to fix is that we are $60 million in negative cap space. These are all the moves I made to fix that problem. Pause to read. I love George Pickens, but we have to trade him because we're just not going to sign him to a long-term deal. I think we can get the same price that the Titans got for AJ Brown when he was traded. We're going to send him to the Ravens for the 14th overall pick. This frees up another $27 million for us this year. Now we hold picks 12, 14, and 20 in the NFL draft. With pick 12, we're taking Sonny Styles, a linebacker that we desperately need. With pick 14, we're getting our George Pickens replacement being Jordan Tyson. And with pick 20, we're taking Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, a safety that we desperately need. The secondary has struggled for so long. After all of those moves, we still have $70 million to work with. So we're going to make a huge splash in free agency. We're going to bring in Trey Hendrickson on a 3-year, $90 million deal. Then we're going to bring in Tariq Woolen on a 5-year, $100.
Oh man, I hit the wrong button. All right, hold on.
This is how
He said a 3-year, $90 million deal. Come on with it, man. That's 32, 33, 34. How long did Michael Strahan play? And y'all let me know if Campbell's still playing in the National Football League. Calais Campbell, is he still playing? I have no ability to fast forward, so y'all got to listen to this man again. I'm not finna play that again. My bad, y'all. But what he was saying that basically, in shorts, and shout out to him, I gave him enough shine already. What he's saying is basically we can work out some deals, give that Trey Hendricks 3-year, $90 million deal, turn around and give Tariq Woolen a 5-year situation. And boom, 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 boom. All right, breaking news. The Cowboys just signed Trey Hendrickson and MAXX Crosby. Yeah, now that would be crazy. Now I'm just messing with y'all. That would be crazy. Hey, now that would be busting the budget, baby. Shoot, that would be Cowboys. I say, man, hey, Jerry, from here on until you see the Grand Creator, man, I ain't going to talk about you no more. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, my guy McNeil-Warren is going to be there in the second. This is from Sir S.L. Green that's in the chat. No, he won't. He won't be there for us. If you want to get Warren, you got to get him in at the 20th. Because we don't have a second round. We don't have a day 2 pick at all. Oh, man. Let me give y'all the updates on this information that Brandon Laurie just posted. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm pull this up. Got to get my hooked on funny guys together. Where is that? Come on now. Boom. Hold on. Oops. Come on. Please be back there. There we go. All right. Boom. All right. We're going to see what this post said, and y'all going to have to read it along with me. Yeah, that'll be a crazy day. If Jerry fool around and do that, then I'll say, hey, man, whatever Bohemian Grove skull and bone rituals that it took for you to get both of these boys at the same place at the same mother time, I'm down for it. Yeah, I'm down for it. All right, though. So this is from Nick Harris, my guy Nicholas Harris. Appreciate him. They are monitoring of the situation from the Las Vegas Raiders defensive edge MAXX Crosby as a potential trade piece. And if it doesn't come to fruition, boy, he got an old soul, fruition. I haven't heard fruition in so long. The team is expected to make a run at former Defensive Player of the Year, runner-up Trayvon Hendrickson of the Cincinnati Bengals. So, feels good rubbing on that beard. I ain't gonna even hold you. Yeah. Oh yeah. It hit me. It hit me right now, ladies and gentlemen. Are y'all ready for some good time? Okay. Are y'all ready to have a great time? Okay. Woo! It hit me at multiple levels. You know what that means? It means, Cowboy Nation, that we leaving here with something. That what that means. We are leaving with something. Who saw that interview with Denzel Washington? He said, I'm leaving here with something. If we don't get MAXX Crosby, then we got Trey at play. If we don't leave with MAXX Crosby, we got Trey at play. I don't know his agent, Harold Lewis. Now I know a Carl Lewis. Let me see if I can pull him up right here. Okay, good. All right, let's see. Oh, he got an IG. Let me see what he got on his IG. Let's see what he got going on, man. Be nosy a little bit. Damn. That knee messed up there. All right. So he don't post much on IG. I'm doing my investigation, networking stuff now. I'm going to follow him. I'm going to send him a message. It's his website. I'm looking for all ties, the family, man, who all he done signed, man. Got a few high schoolers. That NIL, boy, they making a lot of money with these kids. St. Louis. So he don't have a lot of folks under his belt. He got Trey. You don't need a lot either. Who that is? Okay. He don't got no big names. So this is his big fish right here. Come on, man. Jerry, this is what you do, Jerry. All you got to do, Jerry, is reach out to Harold Lewis, not Carl. Send him couple of million. He's been certified since 1984. I've been looking at everything. There's the phone number. Want me to call him, y'all? I ain't gonna call him. Hey, Harold, I got somebody. Hey, y'all call him and tell him, man. Hey, we got $20, man, and some food stamps, man. Hey, come on, man. Send him over our way. 636-265-1300. Somebody give him a call and tell him, man, come on over here to Cowboys land. Somebody do the fake Jerry voice, man. I wish I know how to do it. Somebody email him right here. and say, hey, man, we like to have Trey, man, for a bag of peanuts. We'll take care of you down the stretch. This could be his first client with the Cowboys and put him in a different world. Is that YN Cowboy? That's a crazy name. Oh, I see a G in there. I see a G in there. He says, what if the Cowboys don't get either of them, Law? Well, you got Bradley Chubb out there. You got Devin Lloyd, who's in a different position. We can literally still get somebody on this team because I know those are just the premium versions. Right? What we got to do is these are the available free agent guys, right? I'm talking my guy YN Cowboy, right? With the G in there. And if I'm looking at edge rushers, that's what we need. We know the asking price is 25. It's not even 30. The Jalen Phillips kid, he only had 5 sacks last season. I see you, Rodney. I'm not beating up Jalen Phillips, but let me see if I can pull him up right here. He's 26. He's with the youth. He's young, a former first-round draft pick, right? Let me see what his market value is first. He wants 17.3. $7 million more than the kicker. Hey, that kicker, man, that kicker crazy, man, ain't he? He wants $7 million more. All right. And in 2021, he had 9 sacks. In Miami land, he had 7, and then he had 1 in 2024. And then he had 5 sacks in 2025. He knows the system already that Christian Parker likes to exhibit and exude. They got him listed as an outside linebacker. He will fit. He's younger. He was born in 99. Hey, my guy says Clowney had more sacks than him. There's Darrell Reeves in the chat. Shout out to you, Darrell, man. Phillips done lost his mind.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Yeah, he out of his cotton picking mind to say, hey, man, I want $7 million more than the kicker. No, I think his rate is that. But let's look at this. I do like Spoke Track, but you got to pick them out. They don't have them listed in the orders of like their skill set. Dante Fowler, 31. Arden Key, 29. Hassan Reddick, who fell off the ship, boat, whatever he was on. That brother fell off so bad, Roy. You got Khalil Mack, Methuselah, right? Who else? Who else on here? Von Miller would have been nice, man, 5-6 years ago, right? Y'all looking at Trey Hendrickson like he's a Von Miller. He's 36.9. Look, this brother finna be 37. Shout out to Von Miller. Shout out to DeSoto. Shout out to Duncanville. Shout out to my guy from the 901. I'm looking at everybody. Who's on this list I should look up? Caden Ellis. What did he have? Y'all put it in the chat. Quiddy Pay. Matter of fact, I'm doing it the hard way, baby. Pause if necessary. But I think that we got a shortcut cheat sheet list right here. Shout out to my partners, DLLS. One of the best in the business here. All right, so Keaton Ellis. What was his numbers last season, y'all? Oh, is it Caden, not Keaton? Pardon my Mississippi tongue. All right, let me pull this up right quick. Bear with me. Come on, Ellis, pull up. Here we go. And let me clear the stats. Boy, at 30 and you still only producing 4 and 5 sacks. Man, bring back Dante Fowler, man. All right. He had 4 sacks last season. Atlanta had a really solid defense last season. It wasn't as cheeky as we were. But that is not a needle mover. Is that the going rate? He asking for. Caden is asking for Brandon Aubrey's money, man. Oh my gosh, man. N'Kobe Dean. Can you imagine N'Kobe Dean getting paid? What Brandon Aubrey's going to try to get. Larry states that the Eagles want to trade Jalen Carter for MAXX Crosby. Do it. Do it. Let me cross-examine that. There's a lot of catfish posting out there. The Spawn is one of those catfishing sites. It states Jalen Carter trade rumors are ramping up before free agency. Let me see what I can pull up right here. Appreciate all of you all. All right, according to Ricky, I clearly respect each other, but the Eagles, Jalen Carter for the Raiders, MAXX Crosby leak only makes sense for 2 reasons. Eagles are getting picked back, while the Raiders getting significantly younger impact player that matches their reset. I haven't seen anything else about that, and I haven't seen a person that's in the media is going at this. But you know, crazier things happen. That's all I can say is crazier things happen. And speaking of Ricky been calling out everybody, man.
Patriot, vampire, nationalist, mental retard, eugenicist. A scared man.
Really?
Retard.
Damn.
Traitor. Vampire. Next level. Moses. Patriot.
That boy crazy as cat hair. Huh? Oh my gosh. We're calling out everybody. Let me see if I got any more details of notes on that, man. Hold tight for me. Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, let's spend Jerry's money since we're all doing it here. Offensively, they're good. I think offensively, Dak Prescott playing like a top 2 or 3 quarterback last year. I think that's a top 5 offense. Go to defense. What both you guys said, it starts with the defensive line, then the linebackers, then the secondary. They need the most help there.
Squeezing your girlfriend butt.
Leave free agency without either landing Trey Hendrickson or MAXX Crosby. One of those 2 guys to make a splash. Finally come through on your promise, Jerry, of giving the Dallas Cowboys something they need. And I love the fact that you're going to do it building from the front to the back. Because if you get to the quarterback faster, that makes your job easier in the secondary. If you can have up double teams, like you guys know, linebackers can roam free. I think without a doubt, MAXX Crosby, Trey Hendrickson would shore up that defensive line. And I love Lewis's idea of going in the draft and spending for corner and safety, but you have to land either Trey Hendrickson or MAXX Crosby.
Man, I don't see anything.
Look, though, at the Raiders and the holes that are now created with the money saved here, $8 million in cap space, JJ. What could that mean for the potential to try to sign MAXX Crosby to a new deal?
So this is what is incredibly interesting, Zach. First of all, I'd be surprised if MAXX Crosby winds up being with the Las Vegas Raiders and signing some sort of extension with him. I do believe that he's gone, and we'll get to that point in a second. But the money that is saved by releasing Geno Smith, they're still going to have to pay him. The Raiders are below the salary cap floor. You have to spend a certain amount every 3 years in these sort of tranches. That's what the NFL and the NFLPA, that's what they mandate so that teams don't try to go the cheap way out. The Raiders are really nowhere close to that. And so if you're not paying guys like Geno Smith, you're not paying guys like MAXX Crosby, you have to pay someone, and they have to spend, the Raiders do, a lot of money this upcoming couple of weeks. And so the Raiders are going to be big players in free agency because they absolutely have to. Now, on that man right there, MAXX Crosby, what is going to happen to him? There are a few teams that are very closely monitoring the situation. Sources have told me that the top 3 teams right now would seem to be the Chicago Bears, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Baltimore Ravens. Now, clearly, nothing has happened with MAXX Crosby. I am told that nothing right now is imminent with MAXX Crosby being dealt somewhere. But I do expect him, if John Spytek, the general manager of the Raiders, can get what he wants. Is it going to be 2 1s? I doubt it. But could it be a 1 and something else that ultimately the Raiders can take back and say, here, this will help us continue to build our foundation as we lose one of the better players in the NFL? I do think that that ultimately can happen. Again, nothing imminent. A lot of teams keeping a close eye on the Raiders, but do keep an eye on the Bears, the Cowboys, and the Ravens.
Man. The Raiders got $86 million. Of course, they saying that they got to spend. They got to be willers and dealers in this game. I haven't heard of that rule. If you guys can find that rule for me, presented it for me and put it out there so I can cross-verify it. I trust, but I need the verification for the nation, baby. You know what I'm saying? You may not get, Max, you may not get Trey. But we're going to get somebody. And I'm thinking that the Cowboys, if they talking about busting a budget, then they're gonna go grab one of those guys, right? The other day, I'm gonna pivot just a quick second. Happy Friday to you all. I'm gonna pivot just a quick second. And let's talk about this situation here. Because I haven't talked about this one, and I suppose I got on this conversation earlier. And matter of fact, let me say this. There's a guy that been on the franchise tag twice, and his name is Dak Prescott. And I know this is a little bit of the older part of this news and this conversation, but I wanted to talk about this part right here about what this young individual said. TJ, not what.
I just really wish Dak would have minded his business with this one.
Go ahead, T.
I really do.
Go ahead, T. Dak usually minds his business.
I really wish he would have just minded his business.
Why you say that?
He said way too much. Like, normally, does he really get this in depth with his answers?
Never.
Yes, he does if it relates to the things that he already been through. Now, is this dude right here a Cowboys guy? I can't believe he says never. Come on, man.
Not really.
I've never heard him talk like that.
So now
before.
why you want to really go in depth when it pertains to me? Boy, mind your business. Like you always do. You always say the right things. You can't say the right things now? Like, come on.
Tell DJ to hoosh Maza to hoosh your mouth. Hello. Here's my thoughts on everything. The Cowboys quarterback, Dak Prescott, said that, hey, I've been franchise tagged twice. I'm paraphrasing. And he says, what is the franchise tag is for him? And he says, really, it's 28. But he said, like, hey, it's 30. I played when it was 30, right? And that money, it's going to be a win-win situation for GP if he do decide to play on that franchise tag. And if the Cowboys are silly and crazy to understand what they got out of GP and not offer him a deal that if they fool around and have this brother to play 1 year on a $28 million contract, which they do have enough money for him to play on a $28 million, but what it does is cripples you because you can't prorate, you can't spread the money around, you can't hide it, you can't do nothing. You got to absolutely burn $28 million. Straight up. And if GP, who's just turned 25, by next year in the negotiation will be 25, 26, don't y'all know that we're going to end up paying $5 or maybe $7 million more for him? So what Dak was saying is basically you in a win-win situation. He never made $28 million in 1 year before, right? I'm talking about GP. He can get that for guaranteed for now. And I know you want security in the National Football League. But I know Sadiq. I know Daryl. I know who else in the chat? Darren. All of the people that's watching now in this chat. Rodney and them, CeeLo, all of y'all that's in the chat. I know one of y'all said, man, shoot, give me $28 million and I'll show y'all what I can do for 1 year. Give me $28 million and let me show y'all what I can do for 1 year. Shoot. GP can go into this one-off year. And I can probably say this boldly. A second season with Dak Prescott, he's going to put up more. He's going to probably put up better numbers than Jamar Chase. He's probably going to put up better numbers, I'm saying probably, than Jay Jetta. Arguably, he was right there with JSN. He's going to put up those type of numbers. I'm just saying. And you're going to have to reverse and bag that doggone brink truck up to him because it ain't going to be. $35 million, $36 million. It's going to be north of 40. I'm just saying. Hey, too broke to pay attention says, as broke as I am, Law, I can do it for about 28 million. Shoot, I know some people in the chat. Give me 800,000, man. I'll run off there. A gap, B gap, don't mind. No matter what gap it is, I'll run the ball. I'll run the ball up the middle for $800,000. I'm set for life.
That to me is what I don't like. The Cowboys, if they gave George Pickens $36 million, they have a deal tomorrow. If they gave him $36 million, they have a deal tomorrow because George Pickens is a hell of a player. Finally showed what he can do when he got to a real team with a real quarterback.
Mm-hmm. And you speaking off both sides of your ponytail, man. Let me just say this, bro. Let me just say this. He went to a team with a real quarterback. So that real quarterback can't talk real stuff? Come on, man. Come on, man. Damn. Come on, man. Who else would you want to be talking about anything? If it ain't the real quarterback. That's crazy.
They gave George Pickens $36 million, they have a deal tomorrow. If they gave him $36 million, they have a deal tomorrow because George Pickens,
say it again,
is a hell of a player. Finally showed what he can do when he got to a real team with
a real team. Come on, baby. Yeah. Hey, the jokes write themselves.
Take the money out.
A real quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Take the money out, all of it. Come
the
on.
Cowboys, there's probably 5 good receiving coaches in the National Football League. 5 out of 32. Yep. 5. Cowboys got one of them. Mm-hmm. They got one of the top 5 receiver coaches in the league. The rest of you, part of that 28, because receiver coaches in the league, they don't know shit. Mm-hmm. They don't teach you nothing. They teach you football, but they not teaching you how to get better. The Cowboys got somebody that's actually going to teach.
Ain't nothing that let me just say this. And I like Coach, man. He a cool guy, man. Real cool guy. Ain't nothing that damn coach tried to coach CD and Pickens helped George Pickens. None of that. All what Pickens did was benefited from Rain Dakota Prescott. Law, do you have any truth to that? You can take that wide receiver coach and kick him off and put him in Pittsburgh for the last 3 or 4 years with George Pickens, and he wouldn't have been able to generate those type of results because he got him a real damn quarterback. So if I'm real and if I'm the real quarterback, let me speak my mind. You can't be hating on the man that much, man. And that's what these little shows do, man. They be hating. They be hating on the man. That's crazy.
So I know he would prefer to stay there because he has a good coach that is teaching him. But
he ain't staying there for the damn coach, bro. Come on, TJ. Come on. Who's Maza? Who's Maza? You know, he ain't there because of the coach.
It's really hard.
That's what she said.
CD Lamb. And you pay George Pickens more than CD Lamb.
Yep.
It's tough, but I just wish Mr. Prescott would have minded the business that pays him.
That's the craziest backwards conversation ever. You just said from your ponytail that slicked all the way to the back, that elongated your head even further. You're looking like a drone of Stephen A. Smith if he had his ponytail in. You just said that he went to a real team with a real quarterback, so a real quarterback can't talk on things that was a real tangible to him, that he's been franchise tagged twice. And on top of that, by the way, if you perform, if you ball out, you going to get your money, is what basically Dak Prescott said. Don't worry about it. You play under 28, they're going to have to force you to pay. They're going to force to pay you next year because you're going to do even better numbers, man. Come on, man. So, hey, it's crazy. Get the Aladdin TJ up out of here. Arabian night, like Arabian day face.
Nobody can come close.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my God.
You know they never will be.
Oh my goodness, man. Cool Knicks, boy, you crazies. All I can think of is Arabian Nights now. But neither here nor there. Y'all better get off the quarterback like that, because at the end of the day, they asked him the question. He didn't volunteer to say, yeah, man, I'm not going to speak upon that. No, he want GP to be here. Well, he should tell GP, hey, man, don't sign that franchise tag. Don't bet on yourself like I did. You deserve better than that. You deserve your money now. The truth of the matter is, wait a minute. I can show you the world. DP, you crazy. Oh, my gosh, man. No person attack. I'm just joking, man. Satire era. You know, I'm not. Hey, man.
Uh-oh. Go ahead, Jim.
I really do.
Let me see if I can.
Ended his business.
Oh, my God. The circumference of the dome. Touchdown.
At Darren _Posey _SR $5. Aladdin Hushmanzada is diabolical.
I said I won't be talking about nobody today. Oh my God. All right, let me stop talking about them. That's not nice, man. Mama said don't be talking about folks. You can't say nothing nice because as I'm talking, shoot, my forehead getting big as I'm talking. Yes, indeed. My stuff going all the way back. Let me stop talking. Let me stop talking about folks. Oh, my gosh, man. Aladdin Hushmazada or Hushmazada. Now watch, I'm gonna have to bump into him, and now I have to say, "Hey Jesse, you got my back." I'm gonna have to go get Jesse to help me out, man, cause I ain't trying to fight nobody around here. All right, hey. Oh my gosh, man. Shout out to Hushmazada or Hushmazada. One of them. Shout out to him. All right. Bobby says, be careful with those jokes with the racial undertones. Okay, you're right. Yes, indeed. Right. So, hey, it's just joke, just satire, man. But neither here nor there. Cowboys Nation. Bye-bye, Max. I'm late. What did TJ done did? This is from Trey Maddox, man. Just hit the rewind, man, for your mind. It is 3:42. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and go into the conversational pieces of whereas if you driving down the street and somebody jump a curve and they jackknife you or they rear end you, I got a pair and a group of guys that can help you out with that situation.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first. Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
That's Frenkel and Frenkel personal injury lawyers, backed by a combine of 100 years of experiences here. Proud partners, man. They look out for you. They protect you. And on top of that, if you're ever in a bind, they will fight for you in that situation as well. That's Frenkel and Frenkel personal injury lawyers, backed by 100 years of experiences here in this heart of Texas, in the heart of Dallas. Heart. Y'all gotta say, let me heart. If you can't call that number, 817 and every 3, 214 and every 3. Just visit frankelfirm.com. Now, TJ, who's Mazada or Zada, call in at 657-390-7391. I got on the hotline from the 210. I blame him. I blame the 210. I blame him. Because that's too cool for having me heads over heels for Sonny Styles. And now we know for sure we don't have a possibility to get him because of the combine. But Toko, you're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man.
Hey, but look, I was about to say thank you for the Too Cool special of the day.
Yeah, man, shoot. I blame you, man. Everywhere I've been, I was like, man, you know what? I was talking to a person who worked within the confines of the Cowboys. I can't release his name. And I said, man, there's a guy, man, that called in and told me about this dude 3 or 4 months ago, Sonny Styles. You know what I'm saying? And that was the first tape I looked at. You remember you had called into the show. And you said, hey, Law, you got to check out this kid named Styles. And remember, I checked him out, and the very next day, I was like, man, he need a sandwich, because I looked at his tape, and I was looking at the All-22, and he like a stick figure because he didn't look as big as he is now. And, yeah. But you was right on the money with him. And then about 2-3 weeks later, you started telling me about Caleb Downs, upon which will be the best player in this draft that that the Cowboys should trade up and get him at all costs. And I'm sitting here like, I'm still stuck on Styles, you know. I blame you, but what you got for the show today, man?
Hey, a couple things. Remember, also I called in, not this year, last year, and the year before last, 24. And I was talking, and I said the same thing that you were saying a while ago. I said that everybody keeps screaming that Michael Parsons is generational. But
Right.
Trey Hendrickson is the only defensive end that's putting up numbers up there south of where Myles Garrett was at. You remember that conversation? Well, we had that conversation, and that's where I was at. I do not, and I will not trade the 12th or the 20th pick for Crosby. And this is why I say that. This is why I say that. I can make an argument that if you stay where you at and Sonny Styles fall to you, and let's just say Caleb Downs, based off this new information, which I think is BS, he slide to pick 20, you can get Caleb Downs, right? It's possible.
Yeah.
With Sonny Styles, man, I think people I think possibly, just remember I said it, I think Sonny Styles, by the time 10 years from now, we'll look back at this draft and say, Sonny Styles was the best defensive end that came from this draft.
Yeah.
He's that big. Like I don't think people understand his dad was 6'1", 244. This man went from 6'4", 220 playing safety to 245 right now. That's a big kid.
And still growing. Yeah.
And still growing. And people got to go back and look at Aubrey Reese. Aubrey Reese only moved to the end because he couldn't get on the field at linebacker where Sonny Styles was at. So they put him at end. Right? If you reverse that and then you put Sonny Styles on the end, because you can, he's big enough to play defensive end in the National Football League.
Yeah.
They're going to start him at outside
you know what?
just like they did. Huh?
You know what was crazy though? The craziest thing of it is that hindsight is always 20/20. But hear me out. You know, in 2018, we burned up all of those draft picks to go get I want to say what's his name? Amari Cooper, right? You remember that?
Yep.
And I'm not saying that Amari Cooper wasn't a good thing, but what I'm saying is that very next year, AJ fell.
Yeah.
And DK Metcalf fell. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they literally fell. Like you could have had, instead of burning up all of those things at that year to get Amari Cooper and falling flat on your face, that very next season you could have went and drafted a damn wide receiver like an AJ or to a degree DK Metcalf. So hindsight is always 20/20. But at the time, the Cowboys were looking at it like, shoot, we need that first-round draft pick so that we can literally have Amari Cooper. But if I was the Cowboys, I would have still been able to pick up or scoop up a DK Metcalf, even though you still had Amari Cooper. Can you imagine if the Cowboys would have went that way instead and just draft the best player available? Because there's no way that you could framework yourself to say that Tristan Hill was a better player coming out of college than a DK Metcalf. That's crazy.
Yep.
But keep going.
So let's go back to what you started with. You said that what's the difference between Hendrickson and Crosby?
Okay.
Right. So this is going to be the difference.
Okay.
Everybody's saying I would trade the 2 picks. I trade the 2 picks and I go get Crosby. Okay. In hindsight, you trade the 2 picks, you get Crosby. Now the Raiders signed a quarterback. The Raiders signed Hendrickson to replace Crosby. They get 2 additional first-round picks. Then let's just say they get Caleb Downs and Sonny Styles, right? Then they go make some moves in free agency on the defensive side, and they sign, let's just say, Nakobe Dean, because they got the money to sign Nakobe Dean too, right? And let's just say they take the 20, and they wait till after the draft, and they trade the 2027 picks to the Philadelphia Eagles and a player for A.J. Brown. So you see how the Cowboys literally helped the Oakland Raiders become better, Las Vegas Raiders, better than the Cowboys, kind of sort of on paper on the defensive side of the ball. Only because we wanted to put all our eggs in the basket, go get MAXX Crosby. They said, okay, we'll let y'all have him for 2 picks, and we'll go sign Trey Hendrickson.
You know how crazy this is, and I'm not saying that it will help out the football world because the Raiders been skid marked dead last in a lot of things. They can literally, and put the butter knife down, don't shank me. They can have a Seattle type of run or the Patriots type of run because they're going to have a very terrible strength of schedule next year, right? If they end up, y'all hear me out, like what you just said, get a wide receiver. They got the running back, Ashton Genty. They just need to have it better blocked up front. They got $86 million, man. And if we fool around and give them boys, like you said, those 2 first-round draft picks, if I'm the Raiders, I get rid of Crosby for that. You know, hell yeah, I can reframe and build up a whole bunch of stuff, and then
watch this.
you're right.
Do the math. I'm gonna cook real quick. So do the math. So not only do they go get Trey Hendrickson, let's just say they go to the other side of the ball. The defensive end that just came from the Chargers. Oh boy, last night started with the O. Let's just say they get him a Garland, right? And they put him on the other side of Trey Hendrickson. Then they say, you know what? We got a safety and we got a outside linebacker. Let's go back into free agency and we're gonna Tyreek Woolen. We want him to come over here and be our number one cornerback right now. Man, I'm telling you, that would be a crazy move to give up those 2 first-round picks for Crosby, man. But they know what they're doing. They're finessing.
Yeah. The Raiders are hoping that a sucker is out there, and they are just hoping. I just don't want us to be that sucker. If we are, I just hope that if the news of trading Maxx Crosby wasn't like hitting like right now, and it just started hitting like in April, like late April, right before the draft. Oh man, I'm 10 toes down on the day of the draft to maybe trade straight up for the Raiders the 20th pick, right? Keep my 12th and figure out a way if I can get Downs or Styles or something like that, then that would be good. But by it being so far away, teams get desperate. Raiders got a whole bunch of money. Something about the shake.
So you know it's crazy. So I heard y'all on the collective the other night, and I think it was last night, and they were talking about the 2027 pick, right? So based off the way the Cowboys supposed to be doing free agency this summer, right? They're going to tap into the future, is what he said, right?
Right.
When you tap into the future, you have to tap into the future not only when it comes to money, but when it comes to all assets. You have to be able to do exactly what the Houston Texans did. You can make that 12th pick, but before you make that 12th pick, you can take the 20th pick. And you can package that 20th pick possibly with the 2027 pick and a 2027 second round pick, and you can move back into the top 10. You can move that 20th pick, next year pick, and the second round pick up into the top 7. And you're going to get Sonny Styles and hope like hell that Caleb Downs falls to you at 12. But also knowing that you could trade back just a little bit, and then the safety might be there. Because I don't think the safeties get past. I don't think Warren gets past 16th pick. I think Caleb Downs go in top 15 and Warren goes top 16.
Yeah. Facts.
So
how far do you think that Downs is going to fall? Do you think he falls at all to the 12th?
I think Caleb Downs. I think he falls. I think Caleb Downs, and a lot of people are going to shoot me, and they can put the butter knife down. I'm steal your quote. They can put the butter knife down. It depends on how these receivers go to their pro days, because Lemon didn't run the 40 either, did he? Makai Lemon didn't run it, I don't think, and then Tyson didn't run it. I think all this depends on where they go get them, and then also with the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the Kansas City Chiefs possibly at the 10th pick or the 9th pick. I think they take the tight end out of Oregon. But they ran the 4-3.
You put Pat Mahomes with Sadiq. Oh yeah. Or the other kid. He's pretty good
or the
too.
Running back.
Yeah.
So I think right now, because we don't have a lot of quarterbacks, and we used to quarterbacks going in that top round, right? But it is proven though. I think with the history of how the receivers have came into the league and they produce, like JSN and all them cats, they're producing. So I think it's safe to say that when you do that top 14 range, or you take one of them at 10. I don't think it's wrong. I don't think you can't miss, because we can't say that Minnesota got picked 16.
Yeah, they have pick 16. They need an offensive line.
You can't say they won't grab one of them receivers. We can't say that.
Man, they loaded with receivers. They just don't have nobody to distribute the ball and protect the quarterback.
Kyler Murray be there soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Yeah. You know what?
2027.
Vikings will be a playoff team with Kyler Murray. I'm not out on Kyler Murray. I get it that he didn't perform well in Arizona. There's some games that he didn't do well at. But objectively speaking, I think that he is still good enough to be a quarterback for a starting quarterback in the National Football League. And you end up putting Kyler Murray with Jay Jetta. And
he vote back to the number one receiver.
Vote
back to the number one receiver.
Yeah. And it's more of a, not all quarterbacks can grow wide receivers. Some wide receivers got to already be grown. You get what I'm saying? If I can make sense of that. Yeah. It's like that wide receiver group for Cards, such a young group. And not all quarterbacks can do that, you know. But I think if Kyler Murray get picked up by the Minnesota Vikings, it could be a good situation. I just don't want Kyler Murray to come anywhere close to the NFC East. I just don't want him here. And I know. Y'all get what I'm saying? I know.
I
He ain't gonna be that.
I ain't gonna say that now. If he getting paid next year, and he said, "Hey, I ain't never lost in Dallas," and he said, "I come to be the second string quarterback." Shit, come on.
Oh, you talking about Kyler Murray? If I look, I love all competition. How old Kyler Murray and them? How old is he?
Kyler Murray like 27, 28.
He's better than Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. Now, I know that the Cowboys world, that's a big no-no, but shoot, I pick him up for a cup of coffee and a ham sandwich and bring him over here, but it's too much circus. I don't think the Dallas is mature enough to have Dak and Murray on the same team. They're just the only part. It's not mature enough.
Law, hear me out, man. Listen, if Jerry say, man, F it, I'm all in. I'm going to get Tyreek Woolen. I'm going to go pull in Trey Hendrickson and then N'Kobe Dean. And let's just say because you get Tyreek Woolen, you get N'Kobe Dean, and let's just say you can somehow pull out Sonny Styles and C.J. Allen and get Caleb down to Warren out of Toledo. I think adding a safety and an outside linebacker, man, Law, I think I think we'll be top 15 in the league, and then go get that defensive end from the Chargers.
Yeah.
It's proven you don't got to get the big names. Williams proved that when he came play running back for us last year. We didn't know we was getting with him, but he showed you he was a top 10 running back right now in the league.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So, but hey, real quick, before I get off here, I just wanted to say, man, hey, we got to pay attention. A lot of people got to pay attention to what they did defensively on that defensive side of the ball. They got a bunch of young teachers. They brought a bunch of young teachers in. Bunch of them. So I really don't think. I'm telling you. I think that when we go in there, we start getting depth. We not going just for the big splash names. I'd rather have like 2 mediocre defensive ends than just that one big splash. I'd rather have the kid out of me, the man from Garland from the Vikings, and the boy out of the Vikings, and bring Clowney back with Williams them on the defensive line, right? Then you bring in N'Kobe Dean. You can bring in Tyreek Woolen. Right? Then you can just bring in, let's just say Thompson, the safety out of Arizona. You're gonna pair him back with Smith, right? And then let's just say you go in the draft, you gotta keep the 12th and the 10th pick because you don't have the money, you don't have the capital to sign all these players like that. So when you got those rookies, you can wait 4 and 5 years down the road for their payday. That's what we got to start doing. That's what the Eagles do. The Eagles can wait 4 years and say, hey, I'm going to move on from this player. We're not doing that. We're shooting ourselves in the foot by like Tyler Bias.
Yeah.
Ever since he been gone from us, that man get traded on. He done been from the Redskins on his way to the Chargers right now.
Yeah, with $30 million, man, that's good money for him. Yeah, yeah. Tyler Biggedish, man. Centers are very much so worthy, and I wonder where Tyler Linderbaum is at. You know, all of those people who was fighting me over him. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, Chief.
Hey, no, October 2nd, man. It's official. October 2nd. I'll be
Come on
free.
with it, man. Free at last, free at last. Shout out to you,
Free
too,
at
cool.
last.
Let me hear you say it, fam. Oh, shoot. He left up out of here. I guess he is free. All right. So, with that being said, let me read some of these supers, man. Appreciate you, Jay Versick. We said, what's up, Law, with the fires? Appreciate you. And D in the chat says, I like Trey, but he doesn't really fit our scheme. Hey, give me the talent, though. Give me the talent. I give it what you saying with scheme fits and all of that. That's like TJ. I like TJ, but he don't fit my scheme, but Taco do. You get what I'm saying? I'm not beating you up. But I don't want people to say, well, James Houston fit our scheme. Trey don't. You know, so therefore I'm not going after Trey. Give me Trey over James Houston. I'll figure it out. And on top of that, this particular scheme, this is not just a 3-4 scheme. This is a multiple front scheme. I know that that's where we're going. I know it's going to be hard to terraform this whole thing, but I'm not finna just move on from a player that's talented because of scheme fit. You get what I'm saying? If I had Penny Hardaway, Kobe, and Jordan, And I say, man, I only need Jordan. No, give me Penny, give me Kobe and Jordan. You know, hey, they don't fit the scheme, they don't fit the system. I'll make it work. That's how I'm looking at it. And I ain't saying that Trey Hendrickson is Penny, right? Shout out to Penny, right? Jay Verse, appreciate you again, man, for the support. As well as, who else? Did I leave out someone? Shout out to you, Jay Sar says, TJ, who's your mama? Shout out to all of the moms out there. Jay Sar says, can we get the Raiders this year, 3rd pick, trade our 2nd first round pick to get Crosby? That 12th pick is valuable to me. It's valuable to all of us. But the only way we can weaken that value, because the Raiders smell blood, they see blood, they the ones knowing that they got the hot lady that people trying to make sure that they can shoot their shot at. So they're going to want the best of the best of all of that, right? And they're not finna just take dog food for their best lady. You're going to have to come up with something. The only way that weakens, if we fool around, can stretch and pull this out all this month and all of next month until the draft. And that's too many days. That's too many days. I hate that it's like this. I think ultimately by Monday, if MAXX Crosby is not having the silver and blue and the star on the side of the helmet, he will be on another team, right? If it's not by Monday. The other part of the problem is that you're chasing Can we have grown? It's 4 o'clock. Can we have grown folks conversations? Sometimes you can be chasing the MAXX and the Treys, and they both get away. And now we stuck with a Quiddy Pay or whoever the other guy, Caden Ellis or something like that, you know. And then the Cowboys talking about they making moves. Whoever we get is going to trump anybody's nose. We the Cowboys. A Caden Ellis news going to the Cowboys. Let the AI speak.
Paul-Knee $755. Supla, I know I have been but my work schedule changed, and now on the graveyard shift. Trying to adjust to this shift.
Man, Paul, I appreciate your support. I really do. Hey, man, I really appreciate you. It's the off season, man. Everybody yanking their cords away. Yeah, everybody yanking their cords away, man. But I appreciate your support. I really do. This is when y'all support the content creators the most, because we're not going to the 3-letter, 4-letter networks. They got revenue and resources and all of this stuff, right? Right now, I'm in contract negotiation phase right now. So that's when everybody monitoring, right? And that's just for what it is. I'm being transparent with y'all. I'm in a contract phase, right? And it's good. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It's good. It feels good. Loving somebody loving you back. But it do feels good when you have people fighting for the right to pretty much pay you. So regardless of it, you know, it's a win-win situation for the nation. Ellis is low-key a baller though. But he ain't no MAXX Crosby and no Trey. I get what you're saying. I'm not beating up Caden Ellis. He could beat somebody that's nice. Sometimes you can go and have a Build-A-Bear project, you know. And like, man, she ain't a Beyonce or even a Trina, you know, but I can work something out, you know. Yeah. Riggs. But this is what I'm getting at, you know. Well, it's good to be in the contract negotiation. I'm just glad that the people didn't put me in the franchise tag. But hey, if they put me on the franchise tag and I can't see the open market, hey, you better pay me May. But I'm leaving here with something. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That last offer I was looking at, I was like, okay. Oh, okay, all right. Let me wait for a couple more days. And then I waited a couple more days and I got another offer. I said, oh, okay, all right. Yeah. Let me take this offer and send it back to the other. Let me send it back to the other guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I got from my brother from another mother from the 901. My dog, what's good with you?
Shout out Law Nation! Shout out Cowboy Nation! Shout out Law Nation! Shout out Law Nation! Shout out Law Nation! Shout out Mississippi! Shout out Tennessee! Shout out Arkansas! Shout out! I'm blaming out over here.
Oh boy! Oh, they ain't know these hands was official over here, boy.
Lock them in the truck. Shout out to these boys. Lock them in the truck. Lock them in the truck. Lock them in the truck. Shout out to these boys. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. I ain't got too much to say, Law. Like your previous caller said, we got a bunch of great teachers here. I think there's strength in numbers. Maybe we should take a book out of Seattle's page. A bunch of good players, not great, but good players, man. And it's a long season, 17 games.
Yeah.
I think about Detroit. Detroit, half their team got hurt. I think about the Rams. Their team got hurt on defense.
Facts.
And that was a waste of a Super Bowl offense. I don't want us to end up like that. And George Pickens, show up, show out, claim the number one spot. Let's go, let's get it. And you going to get paid like a number one.
Yeah.
Be a number one. Cowboy fans, Cowboy Nation.
Yeah.
I need you in front of me. I need you beside me. I need you right next to me. Let's go. Let's get it.
Man, I needed it. That boy saving lives over there. That's the 901, baby. Yes, indeed.
Goodbye.
There's nobody that I could think of that I could put on that could give a shout out like that, like my guy. I don't even know his government name. I don't know what he looked like. I know what he sound like. All I know is that from the 901, when I say the 901, y'all better be doing y'all better be moving around. Y'all better be turning your volume down. Because my guy right here, he gonna give a shout out to you, man. I'm gonna listen to that on repeat. I'm gonna be doing my push-ups. Shout out Law Nation. Shout out Law. Oh my gosh, man. I'm out of breath now. I'm gonna be getting old over here. Woo, man. All right. Let me hit my guy Lil Dallas Cowboys up right quick. Now that you're here in the chat, I feel you what you said about TJ Maza or Maza. He said he made a good point about the whole situation. And you paraphrasing, you dismiss what he said about the whole Dak Prescott thing. For those, because I got the clarification for it. We're going to play this one more time.
I just really wish Dak would have minded his business with this one.
Go ahead, T.
I really do.
Go ahead, T.
Dak
usually minds his business.
I really wish he would have just minded his business.
Why you say that?
He said way too much. Like, normally, does he really get this in depth with his answers?
Never.
Not really.
I've never heard him talk like that.
So now,
before.
why you want to really go in depth when it pertains to me? Boy, mind your business. Like you always do. You always say the right things. You can't say the right things now? Like, come on.
Now, I'm from Mississippi. I wasn't going to take it to another way, but I ain't going to beat you up too bad, little Dallas. You my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? You my guy. You know, you've been here with the Aaron Rodgers thing. You thought I got a photographic memory, by the way. And what have Aaron Rodgers been doing lately, dog? You know what I'm saying? You got quiet on the Aaron Rodgers thing. But neither here nor there. Little Dallas, we love you. We care for you. And I'm from Mississippi. If I've been down there row it before, and you never been down there row it before, and if I'm telling you there's a pothole, a ditch, and a bridge that don't work, so you got to take a left when you get to the end of this street to go down that side, and it'll get you home safe. If you don't want to listen to my advice, then you're going to end up going into the ditch or the pothole. That is what Dak Prescott did. Pickens never been on a free franchise tag before. Pickens never touched $28 to $30 million before. Pickens never seen any of these things before. So what Dak Prescott said out of good conscience and as well as good advice, if you can bet on yourself, come back to the table, they're going to have to bring you more bread because your stats and your numbers is going to be better. That's all Dak said because he himself played on a franchise tag under a position that is more stressful than a wide receiver position, which is a quarterback. So that's why TJ Houshmandzadeh is out of place because he didn't know the depths of the information that Dak Prescott done been down that road and he dealt with the front office and the Joneses. So that's why he was in the liberty to say, if I'm the real quarterback that you play with, then I'm going to give you real advice. If I was a placebo quarterback or a fake quarterback or nothing of such, then I'll let him fall into his own ways. So that's all Dak was saying. Now, could it blow back up on his face? Yeah. That's only if Dak goes down. But for $28 million, I don't want Pickens to play on the franchise tag, by the way. But what he's saying as the leader of this team, it's okay to bet on yourself. And the craziest thing about GP, he's in the weirdest market. Because he don't have a long sample size of things of him doing what he did last year. They only going to pay GP predicated upon what he did last season. They have no other room. Without last season numbers, 25 to 28 is his market. With one more season with Dak Prescott, 40 is his market. Plus, let me say this again. One more season with Dak, 40 is his market. Pickens right now can take bigger money and go to the Raiders and have Mendoza throwing him the ball. He probably would never see those numbers that he just exhibited and exuded last season on the damn Raiders. Is what I'm getting at too. I behoove this guy to make sure that he go ahead and listen to Dak Prescott, the guy that's going to be giving him the ball. That's what I would do. That's all the thoughts I have on that. And I ain't beating you up, little Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. But 40 is going to be his market, and we can only see it from the framework that we are in now, because 40 is an unbelievable, crazy number. But next year, if the salary cap jumped up $22 to $25 million this past season, how much y'all think the salary cap is finna jump up next year? Mathematically speaking. It was crazy. We was all in shock and awe when Myles Garrett got $40 million, right? We was in shock and awe when Myles Garrett got the $40 million. How How many players now is making more than Myles Garrett? You know? They just signed a guy for $40 million just the other night. And he's not in the Myles Garrett world, but Danielle Hunter is nice, but he ain't Myles Garrett. Is he getting 40, y'all? Did we hear that news? That's the going rate now for edge rushers. The market is moving upwards in these skill set positions. It's not stabilizing and finalizing it out. Yeah, that's crazy. Brandon Aubrey want 10. Now, Brandon Aubrey, like kickers, now that's the part, that's a hard fight right there for kickers to get 10, though. I ain't going to even hold y'all on that. It's just for what it is. Dallas, little Dallas. That's just for what it is. When we talk about value and worth, we can only speak from the seats that we are in. But from the seats of what productivity is saying, that's the market. Unfortunately, if you're thinking about moving to Dallas, especially in Prosper, Little Elm, Frisco area, 4 years ago, yeah, you could find a house for $580,000. That's the market. But guess what? You ain't gonna find it for $580 now in those neighborhoods. Starting asking prices $800,000. What happened in the 3 years? The same house, same building, same frame. It's the market. We can say all day, man, that market's gonna drop. Well, that's when the cows come home. He ain't going nowhere. Edge rushing market ain't going nowhere. And don't y'all know how this works? Just like when I pull this up, ladies and gentlemen, the damn Jets is messing up the running back market to a degree. They got $73 million. The first thing the Jets did, they signed a franchise tag on, what's that running back there? Breece Hall. You think that Breece Hall now want to sign a contract for $5 to $6 million, which probably was his rate, maybe $7? Breece now looking at it like, shoot, they giving me 14 for 1 year. I've been banged up and bruised, guy. Football life, running backs, the average lifespan is only 3 years. I've been in the league for more than 3 years, and they finna give me 14 for 1 year. I want a long-term contract, but I'll take the 14 right now. You know. Yeah, he just helped out every running back that's somewhere close to his kind of caliber of productivity. The way the Cowboys win with all of that is because they signed Javonte Williams before old boy signed that doggone franchise tag. Because if I'm Javonte Williams, I'm looking at Breece Hall and them, I'm sitting there like, sheesh. That's at least about $5 million more dollars that I can make. You know what I'm saying? $4 to $5 million more. If I would just waited, but the Cowboys signed me, I'm happy. I don't have to be worrying about where I'm going to lay my head at for the next 2 years at least. So that's how the money side works, unfortunately. If you get in early, you have a chance to get these deals at a lower rate. But the longer you wait, the higher it is. Just like my guy, my friend up there in North Dallas, Little Dallas, he wanted that house for $580,000. He waited 1 calendar year. 1 year. Less than a year, basically. And now it's $890,000. Just the base. One solid year. A little less than that. And, I'm just going to say, over here where I'm at, when I look at the housing market and I look at how I done came up over here, I'm sitting here like, yes, it's blessings to be able to be in here for the last 5 or 6 years in Dallas, right? And every year I'm looking at the equity in my house, and I said, oh man, I'm rolling in equity, baby. It's just for what it is. The same house I'm in now. Woo! I'm just said I'll speak my wisdom teeth. But neither here nor there, Cowboy Nation, I really appreciate you guys so much for tuning in and being part of this. If we offended anyone today, charge it to my beard, not my heart. Taylor, let's ride. What's the guy name? Atalante Taylor. I like him. He's pretty good. Breece Hall is not staying with the Jets. It doesn't matter. Because his base is 14 if he do. He's rolling in dough regardless of the situation. He definitely ain't getting $5 or $6 million now. Because they tagged him with 14. Tag you it. Stay paid. What's good? What you said, Law? We can't just grab something. It has to be Crosby. I don't trust Hendrickson. I don't blame you, though. But when healthy, 18, 8, 14, something like that. That's a crazy little combination. And he is long in the tooth. It's a long tooth. Longer than Jay Leno's chin. No offense to Jay Leno's. And TJ Maza, the forehead. No offense to him. Or Law Nation's beard. Or forehead. Y'all get where I'm going. Ladies and gentlemen, as we depart from my studios to yours, I would like to give you guys a very much so thank you so much for your support. If you guys could do me a huge, gigantic favor, hit that like button, share this content. Sharing is caring. As this room departs, shout out to you, Zeke, Jimmy the Great. Jimmy the Greek, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Ice Cold says, I want a real football team. Yeah. DJ says, go grab Bradley Chubb. Hey, I won't be mad at Bradley Chubb. Matter of fact, there's one guy I didn't look up as far as his productivity in the last few years. Appreciate you so much, man. Let me see what we got here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking at Bradley Chubb's intel. That'd probably be the best shot at it. He had 9 sacks last season, 2 forced fumbles, 24 solo tackles. He's familiar with Vic Fangio's systems. He's only been in the league for 7 years, of course. He's a little bit older than MAXX Crosby. He's 29, finna be 30. He had 11 sacks in 2023. He didn't play at all in 2024. But in 2023, that's when Vic Fangio was with the, I believe, Miami. Wasn't he with them? So he knows some of the principles and the systems. So he had his best season when he was doing something like that. So I don't know. Time will tell it all. Mama said that there will be days just like this. Days whereas you don't know where the right or your left is at. Days in time and operations where you just want to give up sometimes. There will be days where you want to hide your feelings and not show your emotions. But you got to shake those bad days off and count the good ones, right? Got to figure things out one way or another. And when you up against your struggles, meet them squarely face to face. Lift your chin, set your shoulders, plant your feet, and take a brace. And when it's vain to try to dodge it, do the best that you can do. You may fall, you may conquer. See it all the way through, Cowboys Nation. Even hope may seem but futile, then with troubles may be beset. But remember, ain't this right, Rico? Trey Maddox, stay paid. You're facing what other legends have met. Roger Staubach. Emmitt Smith. Jimmy Johnson. Happy belated birthday to the great playmaker, Michael Irvin. Keep your head high all the way through the finish. Ain't this right, twin Empire, my brother, from the same mother. All the way through the finish. See this through. All the way through. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your head high all the way through. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Time to run it on.
Shout out to Big Nate New.
I wake up.
Come on now. And
I wake up. Flex
whoa. I forgot to play my guy message. So we're going to extend it just for a little bit longer, ladies and gentlemen, on my way out. I got a chance to talk to my guy, Vanta Black. He was at the boxing event. And no, this is not ever, because everybody asks forever, wherever it? Forever, my lady. But let me put Vanta Black up here, man. We had a great time, great conversation. Let me help support this brother. Let me help support this brother out all together, man. We had a great time at this boxing event, and it's still me putting out content from that event, and I want to be able to share his story, his reasons, and his why. I don't think I played this one the other day, but it's about 7 minutes long, so come on, listen. I got a special guest, man. Fight night, Saturday night, here live. I got a special guest to my right, man. Let everybody know who you are, man, where you from, and all of this good stuff.
So my name is Terry Clark from Vanta Black TV, coming way of Pine Bluff, Arkansas, but I've been in Dallas for 20 years, man. You can call me a Dallas native.
A Dallas native, 20 years, that's a long
20 years
time,
plus.
Man.
So the name of my company is Vanta Black TV, Vanta Black TV.
So is it a distribution, or is it a network? What is it for the audience that's hearing it for the very first time?
So Vanta Black TV is a streaming TV platform, no different than Netflix or Peacock or Tubi TV. The only difference is we're for the independent filmmaker and content creator.
Wow.
That's who we cater to.
And I know everything about independency, man. Everything I do, everything from cradle to grave. You see me, I've been sweating over here. But it's all good, man, because this is a labor of love. There's two most important days of your life. The day you was born, and you know the other day?
What's the other day?
The day you realize your purpose.
That's
so as long as you operate in your purpose, it's like a fingerprint. You are designed to do that. You know, so your TV network, what inspired you to do such?
So it's a funny story, man.
Come on, I love origin stories, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
So it actually happened during the pandemic, during COVID, right? So like everyone else, man, I was at home, working from home, man. I think I was on day 10. I was just so bored. I was going outside, man, talking to the squirrels. It's crazy. I was feeding the squirrel. I swear to God.
Hey.
Yeah, I was feeding the squirrels.
Yeah.
And I was watching this video on this YouTube, and this guy was talking about he had his own Roku channel.
Oh, wow.
I said, that's different. You can have a YouTube channel, but a Roku. So I did some research, reached out to Roku, applied. 2 weeks later, I got approved for my own streaming channel.
Okay.
And since then, I've been on a mission to be the next Bob Johnson.
Okay, all right, man, that's dope, man. Being able to see those type of things and then walk into the authority of saying, if I see something, I can walk in that direction. I was hearing something similar like that, like I think it's Zeus Network or Zeus TV.
Right.
And all it takes is just one belief system, one good major, I guess, angel investor, and then next thing you know it, your company being valued at $1 billion. And that's what his company is being valued at, is over $1 billion. And now that things are migrating to streaming platforms,
yes,
you might have jumped on the right wavelength.
I think so, man. Like
Yeah.
you said, it's been growing the first few years. You know, it was a little rough, but these last 2 years, man, it's really been taking off, getting a lot of new content. We got a lot of agreements. We have an agreement with Prairie View University, Prairie View A&M.
Hey,
We're
shout out to
partnered with,
them.
partnered with their film program.
Right.
Recently, we partnered with SMU. They got a film festival coming in the spring.
wow.
We're going to sponsor that. And so, yeah, we're just developing these great partnerships and agreements.
Yeah, so I always like people these type of things because I'm always business-centric. But what is your why to your reasons of your network? Like, what is your ultimate why?
My ultimate why, I come from a family of entrepreneurs. My father's an entrepreneur. All my uncles, aunties are entrepreneurs. Man, I never seen them work at 8 to 5. They always had their own business.
Ways to maneuver themselves in there. Yeah.
But besides being an entrepreneur at heart, my ultimate goal is to provide for me and my daughter.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what it's all about. And you know, my parents they're doing well off, but if they ever need my back, I got them.
Yeah. But what is your greatest achievement that you can elaborate to the people? Your greatest achievement?
It's something my father used to tell me as a kid. I used to hate it when he used to tell me as a kid. He used to tell me, son, you can do anything you put your mind to. I'm pretty sure a lot of people hear that.
Everybody hears that,
right?
yeah.
And as a kid, you be like, nah, man, I deserve this F, father. I can't get nothing better than that.
Yeah.
So my greatest achievement is realizing he was right.
Oh, wow.
To be honest with you, like, if it's hard, don't get me wrong, it's really, really hard.
It is.
But with time, effort, and patience, and hard work, you know, anything can really happen. And so I'm proud that I realized that.
One drop of water can split a stone. Before we conclude, tell us about this event, man. How did it go for you today?
So Saturday Night Fights 8, partnering with Ade, Derwin, and Kendrick. So one thing about Vanta Black TV, we have movies, TV shows, short film, comedy specials. The only thing that we don't have is news, politics, and sports. So we started out with sports.
You see Law Nation Sports right here now. Oh, man, you might have to turn on the TV and you see the beard, but keep going.
Yeah, we need sports, man. So I reached out initially to Coach Nick from the Dallas Fight Club. And he was so gracious to introduce me to the community of fighters. And so 2 weeks ago, we streamed the Dallas Golden Gloves.
Okay.
And we've been working with Ade and them. I think this is our second event. So we did Saturday Night Fights, 6, 7, and this is 8.
Yeah.
And now we're partners, and we're going to stream all their future boxing events.
Man, that's great, man. Being able to be in the mix, man. I saw some snippets, some sizzle reels of what you guys do. And I'm going to tell the audience right now, trust me, you ain't going to like it at all. No. You're going to love it. Yes, indeed. And this man been putting in some great work, man, all together. Can you tell people one more time where they find and follow you at?
So, of course, it's always Vanta Black TV, Vanta Black TV. So you can find us on Instagram at Vanta Black TV. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook. But more importantly, you can find us on our website, VantaBlackTV.com. Or if you have a Roku channel, go check us out. Add us on Roku, add Vanta Black TV, and we appreciate it.
Most certainly. Hey, who your football team is, by the way?
The Las Vegas Raiders.
The Raiders. Give me MAXX Crosby in there, man. Come on, give me MAXX Crosby.
If you're willing to give up 3 first-round picks, I know you didn't want to go there. I know you want to go there. Yeah.
But hey, I hope you give Fernando. He's going to be the first quarterback taken off the board, and you guys got the first pick. Y'all stole Aston Genty from me, but hey, it's all good.
Let me just say this: I've been a Las Vegas Raider fan for a long time. We've had some similar issues with y'all, man, and I haven't bought a Raiders jersey in a long time, but Fernando, I'm getting your jersey. Please don't disappoint me. I'm getting it.
He gonna get that jersey. Hey, similarities, man. Your owner, Al Davis, won 3 Super Bowls in his lifespan. Of course, Jerry Jones won 3 Super Bowls as well. So, I mean, there's some similarities, man. Y'all the AFC Cowboys almost, basically, the Raiders.
That's all. Yeah, I got no no disregard for the Cowboys. Y'all in a different division. No
Yeah.
issues with y'all, man. We
Yeah.
play y'all once every 4 years, so it's
Yeah.
all love here.
No doubt, man. Appreciate all of y'all, man. I thank y'all, man. Y'all just don't know, man. That even if it's not the Cowboys typical news, we really appreciate y'all, man. There could be a possibility that we're working on a networking thing, and not just networking from business to business, but like a Netflix type of deal, whereas we have our own syndicate network, and we working on that, whereas it give me more authority in this space, whereas can you imagine us at an event and we have it televised like in the actual ESPN setting, and I think that's all what we can get going. Yeah, I'm about to go outside and talk to some squirrels myself, DP. Yeah. But that's a good guy, Vanta Black, Terry from Vanta Black. We're working on some things, and if I know y'all seen the Zeus Network, you know they valued at $1 billion, man. This guy's got a similar thing going over there, and it's not about the money too. It's about the resources that you can bring, some grants and stuff like that, and business expos. So we're about to. I'm not trying to outspeak my wisdom, T. Shout out to you, DP, Law Nation Network. Appreciate you, man. We're about to get something similar like that, and if Bob Johnson can generate $1 billion formulating BET, and if that guy, I forgot his name, can generate close to $1 billion doing Zeus. Now I know they got the baddies. I need to figure out how I can get, some traction going too. Come on, baby. Y'all give it what I'm saying. Small beginnings. But first, come on. Appreciate you, NJ. Shout out to you, Ashley. Shout out to you, Roll Tide 1208. Shout out to you, SARS. D in the chat. To the couch, baby. Jay Versick and Paul and them. Yeah.
One false move, find yourself they getting buried.
Come on.
That's what the devil used to love playing those games.
Those games,
made some
baby.
Bad decisions that brought my mama pain.
Not mine.
I made a promise to
the longest outro in the land, baby.
I'm on the come up, bet I live up to
my name, JV Boy.
I wake up,
Law,
thumb down,
CeeLos.
no drip this.
Tell him.
Run it up.
Yeah. Little Dallas, man, I still love you, dog.
That's my but first I
stretch.
Run it up.
Shout out to Manny Fresh. Come on.
Thumb down, now check. No drip this.
Shout out to the lady in the white dress. Come on, baby.
Might crash, might but first I
bust. Oh, my bad, wrong show. Come on with it, baby. Let's slow it down, baby. Busting the budget. Come on. The name, MAXX to Dallas. Gates of War 30. Let's get it. The longest outro in the land, brought to you by Michael Irvin. Again. my guy says, shout out to the ring girl ever. If you're in Dallas, I can come take you to come see her. Come on with it. Or tell you where she at. Now it might cost you now a little bit, cause she can make some strong drinks. I be your player too. I follow wherever you go. Whatever you do, play it too.
Oh, look at my African American over here.
In another one. The best song in the land, baby. 7 wonders all in one. What we tell them, Angie?
Don't let the street lights
Hit you. It's danger, baby.
You know it's dangerous to go alone.
JB says, I hope everyone have a great, not a good night, but a great rest of their day/night. Ashley, what they do? I follow wherever you go, whatever you do, play it too. That's the mayor right there on the other picture of DeSoto. Shout out to the mayor of DeSoto. I don't know where Jasmine Crockett at. She was on here somewhere, but she disappeared. Shout out to her. Shout out to everybody, man. Kessler, appreciate Kessler Studios too.
Then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a baby grain can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
Shout out to Candy and Bitches Love Sports right there. Appreciate her. Let's go, baby. The longest outro. That's a wild name. Bitches Love Sports. That's a wild name. J Business. That's Steve Nash right there. Shout out to that lady. She played on a lot of Tubi videos right there. That lady right there. She was on Tubi. Come on with it.
Texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still involved? Y'all use the check on me. Listen. I'm still involved.
Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me?
Law on Tubi next, baby. Y'all better watch out.
I'm
still them boys. I'm still them boys.
Stop, please. Come back. Oh my goodness. It's you. I cannot believe it.
Common sense, man. I love seeing y'all names down here on the longest outro in the land. Shout out to the 901s too, though.
Yeah, on paper. I'm them boys.
DP, man, shout out to you. Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm still involved.
When I was just a little boy, I asked my father, what will I be?
What will I be?
Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? Here's what he said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see.
Are you not entertained?
Que sera, sera.
And they
What
understand
will
the
be,
cost
will be.
that is involved.
Now I have children.
There's 1,000 of you that said close them doors. Usher, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
Will I be rich?
We all gonna be together. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching.
It's an evil
It's a
world.
lot of them watching online.
Will be.
This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. But I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. I got you. And this is what I need you to do. If you're giving electronically, or even if you're giving tangibly, bring them baskets.
Bring them baskets.
Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come.
Where my guy at?
Even if you're giving tangibly, just put your hand on the. Take your phone and stick it on the.
Happy birthday to the Twin Empire, baby.
Yeah.
Giving is worship. Giving is worship.
You know you got to pay some
Giving is worship.
to live on Monday. Yeah.
Giving is worship. This ain't the time.
Until next time, DC for life, baby.
1,000
MAXX
people need to give $20.
out.
1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people online
Yes,
need to
sirrah.
give $20. This is
Sirrah.
easy, saints.
This is an easy miracle. We should be able to,
look at my
to raise $40,000 tonight. Just for y'all. That's it.
Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be.
There we go. Until